Alright, so me and a big group of friends all decided to get together and we went to go see Return to Silent Hill because one of my buddies is a huge Silent Hill fan. He knew about this movie coming out, he wanted to go see it, and boy was he disappointed. Everyone was so disappointed. This was not a good movie. And it's not even a good adaptation of the game. Because every once in a while, I would look over to my buddy who's a huge Silent Hill fan. I would just be like, "What are you thinking?" And he's like, "I don't know what's going on." And to have him say that, being familiar with the games, playing all of them, putting in hours upon hours upon hours into all of those games, and him not knowing what the hell is going on, shows how poorly made the feature is. So, story-wise, there is one big narrative issue with it, and that is it relies way too heavily on flashbacks. Like, every other scene in this movie is a flashback. And while okay, if it stuck to like how the games work, it would make sense having so many flashbacks. But then my buddy goes on and says, "Yeah, there aren't that many flashbacks in the game." And then we were like, what the hell? And so the more you watch, the more upset you get because the movie just drags on and on and on. But there's like no real moment of peace as it just moves at 1,000,000 miles per hour. Unfortunately, that it wasn't only traveling 1,000,000 miles, and it was going maybe across the Milky Way galaxy, and it was just so slow. Story-wise, Hot Pocket score. Cinematically speaking, though, it's got pretty good sound design and pretty cool visuals. There were some cool scenes, some cool cinematography, so I'm going to give a slight hand grenade score there. Directing, like I said, it is so poorly paced, and that is, I usually put that on the director because the director will know when to yell cut and when to speed things up because he's directing the show, you know? And man, it's so poorly paced. It was only an hour and 40 minutes, but it felt like an eternity. And I was just waiting to get out of there. It was rough. So directing, I'm going to give a Hot Pocket score as well. Acting, I don't know. I couldn't think of anything super special with the cast and their performances, and my friend who's a fan of the games also didn't have anything nice to say. Yeah. Hand grenade, Hot Pocket score. The exhibition experience, man, was I disappointed. It was worse than I expected, and I expected it to be pretty bad. And so, goodness gracious, it was just rough the whole way through. So yeah, Hot Pocket hand grenade movie. I am probably never touching this one again. So many mistakes were made. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment down below your thoughts and opinions on Return to Silent Hill if you've seen it, or for some reason now you're planning on seeing it. And yeah, that's it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and on that, I'll leave you guys to it. Until next time, bye.